Mate, it's been cold. I mean, really bloody cold. Here in Cluj-Napoca, where I live, temperatures haven't risen above minus 10 degrees in Celsius in the current year so far, and most of the time it went somewhere between minus 22 and minus 15, with moments when the wind would make it feel like minus 35 Celsius. But I was lucky. In the eastern part of the country, specifically the far northeast and the southeast over at the Black Sea, the temperatures went way below minus 25 and felt like minus 40 or even lower. 17 fatalities have been recorded so far in the country, most of them old men and women in rural areas. Other countries in Central and Eastern Europe have also sadly recorded fatalities due to extreme cold. As you can see on the map, from the northeast of Italy and all the way till Russia, and from the southeast of Finland till northern Greece, this has been the square of extreme cold since the beginning of the current year. At least 10 people died because of the cold in Poland, at least 4 in Ukraine, at least 3 in Russia, at least 6 in the Czech Republic, at least 7 in Italy, and at least 1 in Macedonia just in the current year alone. All of these victims were white men. Some of them died in their own homes. The Polish Center for National Security says that 65 people have died from hypothermia since November the 1st, making Poland the harshest hit European country in terms of human losses because of low temperatures. Now, was any of that on the front page? Well, it was in the Romanian media and the Polish media and the Hungarian media, but not the French media, not the English language media. So what is the main concern of the English language media these days? Well, the well-being of the Islamic invaders, of course. The Guardian pays minimal lip service to the people that should matter the most, that would be the Europeans, and then launches into sub-stories about the plight of the quote-unquote refugees. Look at this. Traffic on the Danube and Sava rivers were halted in Serbia, where the temperature in the southeastern town of Sjenica plunged to minus 33 Celsius. In the capital, Belgrade, scores of refugees and migrants took shelter in a warehouse near the capital's railway station, spurring shelters provided by the government for fear they would be deported. "It's very difficult, especially at night," said Niamat, a 13-year-old Afghan. The temperature overnight was minus 15 Celsius. "I have been waiting here for 3 months and I do not know when I will be able to continue my journey," said Niamat, who is traveling alone. Ismail, 16, said, quote, "Nobody is helping us. It's very cold and I'm worried how we will endure this," close quote.
Completely freezing, especially during the night. Nobody can stay here, but we have to.
First of all, you would have to be literally insane to believe that these guys were 13 and 16. Secondly, please remind me again, what war is exactly taking place in Afghanistan right now? And why are these people in Serbia? It's warmer in Afghanistan and they should definitely feel better there, since that is their homeland and that's where their culture is. So again, why are you here? Put them on the plane and send them back to where they came from. They don't belong here and never have and never will. The Independent, as usual, goes way over the top with it. Refugees in Greece could freeze to death in snow due to inadequate winter preparations, warn aid groups. Well, I don't bloody care. As in, at all. And again, why are there refugees in Greece? Does Greece border Syria? No? Then these are illegal immigrants. Deport them all back to where they came from. And I'm very dead serious with this one. Greece is struggling economically and there is no reason, none whatsoever, for Greeks to give a flying toss about the plight of invaders when they have so many citizens of their own to care for in these moments of extreme cold. Quote, "Some 2,100 places have been found to accommodate those most at risk from the weather in apartments with host families, with another 700 places found to be unaccompanied children." That is more than I would have done for sure. I mean, anything outside deportation is way too much. But still, those doing the bidding and cucking for the invaders are not happy. Quote, "But rights groups are calling on the Greek government to act quickly to reduce overcrowding by moving the most vulnerable people on Greece's islands to the mainland." Why? What makes these invaders worthy of stepping foot on Greece's mainland? Anyway, the authorities have also been criticized for not preparing properly for the life-threatening winter weather. Europe should stop making the lives of migrants and refugees more miserable, a statement from Médecins Sans Frontières read. Well, fuck you, Médecins Sans Frontières. This organization has an annual budget of almost 1.3 billion euros, according to their own numbers, mind you. That puts them in a much better purchasing power than most agencies of the Greek state, and yet they have the audacity to demand more from the already suffering country that should absolutely prioritize its own citizens over the invaders. And again, by law, these people are not refugees, so you will excuse Serbia and Greece for not giving a shit. 2 days ago, Al Jazeera was whining that 3 Afghans were found dead from cold at the Turkish-Bulgarian border. Again, what were they doing there? Why weren't they in Afghanistan? There is no war in Afghanistan, and even if there had been one, the first country of refuge is clearly not Turkey nor Bulgaria. This whole touchy-feely narrative by the press has got to stop. And I was very glad to see the overwhelmingly negative reactions that The Independent got on its Facebook post for this article and its own comments section. The public has had enough of this shit. Send them back. The reservoir of humanitarianism has dried up. And please spare me with the tears of, but West bombarded them. Well, so fucking what? So did Russia, yet nobody is shaming Russia into taking hundreds upon thousands of invaders. And what did Serbia do wrong in this conflict? If anything, Serbia itself was bombarded just 20 years ago in 1997 when NATO decided that Muslim supremacy over the historically Serbian region of Kosovo matters more. Yet there was no Serbian refugee crisis at all. They rebuilt most of the damage after the war and moved on. But for some reason, these people are special. They can't be expected to follow the laws, can't be expected to fight for their own countries, and can't be expected to do anything, really, other than expect more and more and more from Europeans. Well, tough luck. I hear Damascus has lovely weather this time of the year. So is Saudi Arabia. Maybe they should try there.